Hey everyone, it's Ken here. We're doing another lantern video on a hot afternoon. That's why I'm out here in front of the garage rather than in the garage. It's kind of hot. Get a nice little breeze out here. It's not too bad, so I figured, hey, why not go outside? And we just finished up a wizard. That's right, a wizard lantern. Now this is not a little wizard. This is a full-size #2 wizard lantern. And in comparison, here's a Dietz D-Light #2, so it's roughly the same size as the D-Light. Patent date on this, I think it's got a 1914 patent date, and I think the D-Light is like a 32. I think it's a 32 from what I remember. I checked earlier, so I think earlier predecessor to the D-Light. But yeah, I had this thing in my garage for a couple years, and it was a project. It needed a lot of work. It was a find from the flea market from my dad. My dad actually found it for me. Good deal. He got a really good deal on it. And I've had this for some time, and I've been kind of putting it off because I knew it needed a lot of work. But lo and behold, we got it all finished up. And primarily, I guess the main thing that was wrong with it was the crown. Somebody actually had really butchered the crown tabs up and cut them and twisted them and kind of made, I guess the tabs had broken off, and they kind of made their own kind of tabs out of them and bent them and put some JB Weld on the top. And I got some videos that I took on my phone along the way. When I'm done here, if you want to see the progress of you know, the restoration sort of in progress. But yeah, here we are. Here's our finished. It was quite rusty too. I did have to do kind of an extensive de-rusting, about 3 or 4 coats with the Rust-Oleum rust remover, but still leaves a nice patina on it. I think it still looks great. Why don't we give it a quick light up and we'll show it off. It's a good burner. And did have some loose solder on it as well. The bail holder and the lift bracket too needed to be resoldered. Now I know it's kind of windy out here now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this thing lit, but hopefully. I might have to just go to the side here. There we go. The wind kept blowing me out there, but we got it. And yeah, it's a really nice performer. I know it's kind of light out here to really see the full effect, but that's our latest project, and we got it done. So I just wanted to show that off. And like I said, I don't think they're too common of a lantern. They do come up every now and then, but really glad to have it in my collection. So if you hang around, you can watch some progress of it being restored. And for that, I'll see you real soon in another lantern video. Bye bye for now. Hi everybody, how's everybody doing? We are at the very first start of our next project here. What we're going to be working on is a Dietz Wizard. That's right, not a little wizard, a wizard, which is a full-size lantern, sort of like the D-Light, but an older version of the D-Light, I guess, just called the Wizard. Looks overall in pretty good shape. However, there's a serious problem here. Looks like the tabs are broken on the top. It looks like somebody just, I guess this is epoxy glue. This is sort of some kind of epoxy, and I guess that was their only attempt of fixing it. However, I think it's really ugly, and I kind of would like to fix this up properly. Also, we have a broken bail holder here, which broke off from, I guess it's this side here, because there's some remnants of solder here, so that could be soldered back on. And yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this crown and see what kind of, how hard this epoxy is, and we're going to retab this lantern, clean it up, and hopefully get it back into shape here. And there's also kind of a heavy rust on the fount here, which we'll do our de-rusting. And yeah, it's another project I had sitting in my garage for close to three years now. It's been just piled into the back of the garage, and we're finally going to give it a start. So we'll be back, and hopefully we'll have the crown removed. All right, so we're back, and what we did is we went ahead and removed the crown, and that's exactly what that was. It was like a JB Weld epoxy, and it came right off. It was hardly holding, but boy, somebody really did a butcher job to these tabs. They modified them and bent them over, and not only that, this thing is like black with soot, really dirty. It's got some dead insects inside of it there. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to clean this up, and we're gonna have to see if we can get these tabs back into somewhat of a normal shape, and then we'll go ahead and resolder on our new reinforced tabs, and also have to do a little bit of work to this crown, because they really like I said, somebody really butchered this thing. But yeah, we're going to straighten it out the best we can, and we'll hope for the best. We'll be back with the next step here. All right, so I'm back. We've been about a week later here. We let this sit for a while. The weather's turned a little nicer. I'm out here working. This thing was like really disgusting to hold. It was all the rust was all getting on my hands and everything. So we did a first de-rusting on it there. I think it's coming out pretty good. Used the Rust-Oleum rust dissolver here, and it's looking pretty good. It's probably going to need at least one, maybe two more treatments. But also we worked on the tabs here. If you see here, if the thing will focus on me here, yeah, we got them straightened out the best we could. Hit them with the Dremel, and I got them tinned with some fresh solder on there to take on the new tabs that we're going to make. And so that's where we're standing now. So we'll be back with the next step shortly. We got to work on the crown itself too. The crown itself is still in sort of a butchered state, but we'll get it. We'll get her back together soon. All right, guys, so I am back out here another week later yet again. These projects just keep going on and on and on, don't they? Yeah, but I didn't do much filming in between there. But what I did is, yeah, as you see, I'm out here fighting the flies today too. It's really annoying, but we got some new tabs finally soldered on here. Now, albeit that they look awful, but I haven't yet cleaned. I have to clean and neutralize the flux, and do some sanding and filing, and also fix the yeah, the little if this thing focus here, the little holder for the bail too. I got that soldered back on, and yeah, that's holding really well too. So it's coming along. It's coming very well. And did a little work on the crown here too, because they twisted these tabs. They had severely opened up some of the holes here, so I had to do a little high temp epoxy work on there to get the metal back in the shapes. I mean, I fixed it pretty good on this side, but I wanted to make sure that it holds and everything. So I'm gonna need a little cleaning up on that too. But let's see. Let's give it a shot here. What it's probably gonna look like when it's done. Yeah, there you go. I'm just gonna have to get everything cleaned up and shaped up, and put back in, and bend the tabs over, and then hopefully we'll be back to show you the finished lantern.